So my credit score just dropped by 25 points overnight because I made a common credit card mistake, and I get a ton of messages from people that have either seen a similar sudden drop in their score, or they think their score is just lower than it should be and they want to learn how they can boost it. So all this got me thinking, and in this video here, I want to talk about the 5 reasons why you might be killing your credit score, but I also want to go over how you can fix those things and dramatically increase your score within the next 30 days. And I'll even explain the mistake that I made and talk about how I plan to correct that to get my own score back up to its typical level of around 800. Now, like I said, the mistake that I made was a pretty common one, but probably the most common reason that people see a dip in their credit score is because of new accounts they have on their credit report. Now, if we break down what goes into your credit score, there's basically 5 factors here that we got to pay attention to and sort of just reverse engineer if we want to increase our scores through a few simple changes. So first of all, if we take a look at this chart here, what we'll see is that new credit is one of those 5 factors to pay attention to, and it accounts for around 10% of our scores. Now, what you'll probably notice is that anytime you apply for new credit, pretty soon right after that, you're going to see your score drop by a few points. And that's because applying for new credit usually leads to what's called a hard inquiry, which is just when a lender pulls your credit report to take a look at it and decide if they want to extend you more credit. So that drop in your score from hard inquiries is basically meant to reflect the fact that when people seek out new credit, there is going to be a slightly higher chance they might be in financial distress, even if you yourself are not. Now, depending on who you are and what your credit profile already looks like, the drop in your score here from new credit can vary and be less than 5 points, or maybe as much as 10 points or slightly more for each new account you open. And what we've seen is that for someone that's basically newer to credit with fewer accounts on the credit report and less years of credit history, the impact of new credit to them is probably going to be more than someone else out there who has many more accounts and more years of credit history.